We will not shield. Okay, yeah, we will shield. Party Hat Raichu here, crashing the party. What the heck is this? Now, this game is actually getting pretty advanced for rank 2 battles. Zebstrika, who got the keys to my Bima? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Ox here with another video. If you're new to the channel, we do upload Pokemon Go content mostly related to PvP, so please consider subscribing to the channel if that is of interest to you. And if you're a returning subscriber like Emilio Razzo, thank you for the support. In today's video, we're taking a look at our first battles for Season 7. You can see I'm claiming the rewards right here. Looks like I got a final rating of 3666, which pretty much confirms that there is a hidden MMR in Kanto Cup because I was at 3500, somehow went up 150 points. You could see here, I carried over a set because if you look at the top of my total battles, it always has an odd number because I had one extra from when 05 was around. I was hoping I could reset that. I tried in the past, I know it doesn't work, but with the new season, thought maybe it would work. So I tried, it didn't. So my set carried over to this season. So my first set I actually only got to play one battle. But in today's video, we're taking a look at a pretty spicy pick, and it's one that you get as your first Pokemon encounter for Season 7. That is Zebstrika. Now Zebstrika is a pretty interesting Pokemon because it has a moveset somewhat similar to Mew's. Flame Charge and Wild Charge is a very common moveset on Mew, so will it perform well? We're gonna find out. But as you can see, the team is pretty much all spiced. I'm just looking to have fun in these first couple of battles. The team I am actually showcasing two teams. These are not teams I recommend if you want to rank up in Go Battle League. However, it's very early on in the season. This is the part of the season where you want to test things out before I get serious. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. If you guys enjoy this content, please make sure you smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And without any further ado, let's jump into the first battle right now. Alright, so as you can see, the IVs on these Pokemon are absolutely horrible, but it doesn't matter because it's rank 1. Using Hitmontop because it looks really cool. Using Zebstrika because it looks even cooler. Using Mantine because I needed a safe swap. Didn't want to use something super meta like Deoxys, so I'm going for something that's still really good, but not as popular, and that's Mantine. Mantine, honestly, you don't see it very often. I tried to catch the Hydro Cannon here onto my Mantine. The opponent didn't throw, so I'm going to get hit by the Sludge Wave, but you can see that's still okay. And this is a very positive match for me. Throwing the Bubble Beam here so that the next Sludge Wave will not KO. And the thing about these early ranked battles is that oftentimes the opponents are going to be very late at switching out. In this particular case, the opponent actually isn't switching out. So because I threw the Bubble Beam, I know this isn't going to KO. And I know they can't farm me down with Mud Shot. So I'm going to be able to farm down the Swampert here with Wing Attack, have a move ready for whatever comes in. And we see this kind of spiced right here. So I'm going to throw a Wing Attack and then get to the Ice Beam, which I throw right here. Does some nice damage. We get farmed down. And now it's time to bring out the Zebstrika. Who got the keys to my Bima? Zebstrika here, putting in the work with this really unique moveset. We got Flame Charge and Wild Charge. Now Flame Charge is going to raise our attack, so that's going to knock out the Illumise, and now they come in with the Lunatone. This is really bad for me because I have a Hitmontop in the back, so a lot of spice on the opponent's side here. Gonna go for the Wild Charge, which will get the last shield. And at this point, I'll be able to come in, well, not the last shield, but one shield, be able to come in with the Hitmontop. And what I'm hoping to do here is build to 2 close combats, at which point one will be enough to KO. So can I do that before I get confusion down here? And yes, I should be able to. This is the first one. It's going to get the shield. My defense is going to drop, but I should be able to click this close combat before the confusion comes through. And as a result, this will be enough to knock out the Lunatone. We're going to be able to take this game right here. Running somewhat spice in that first match. Opponent definitely was running some spice. Take the win. FRF 29 here. Now I actually was put right away into rank 2. There was no rank 1 for me, so kind of weird, but doesn't really matter. Shadow Abomasnow, amazing lead right here. So gonna stay in. Opponent, well, we get lag, so I don't know what's going on. Jellicent comes in. Now honestly, because of the lag, wasn't really sure where they were on energy. Pretty sure that they didn't get any free energy. At this point, I wanted to test out Zebstrika's bulk. Throw whatever you got. Shadow Ball. Alright. That was a bit too much. Not what I wanted to see. I pretty much gave up switch here. And I may have thrown the game by doing that. So definitely don't want to experiment with these Zebstrika so much. But if you are going to experiment things, definitely do it in rank 1, rank 2, where it doesn't matter. But you can see right here, I don't have another good answer now for this Jellicent. So in hindsight, that was a pretty stupid idea. If you went for something like Bubble Beam, obviously I would have looked like a genius somewhat, but yeah, it was pretty risky and didn't pay off for me. So at this point here, Jellicent's going to hit me with another Shadow Ball. Actually go for Ice Beam. So I shield around. This opponent's just outplaying me completely. At least I could farm down here at this point. And I'm going to have some energy ready. What will they bring in? Abomasnow, you know, Mantine still has a decent matchup, but it's not great. And Energy Ball should be enough to KO coming from the Shadow. So I'm going to throw the Ice Beam here. And they're going to let that go through. At this point, I can get to the Bubble Beam before they throw, which should get the final shield here. Because if it was another Ice Beam, they would get knocked out. Bubble Beam would not. Do get the shield. Now I switch on to Hitmontop, and they exit with that energy stored, which is really bad for me. And I'm in a tough spot here. So basically, the only way I'm going to be able to win this match, I think, is if I land 2 Stone Edges. So if the opponent has only, say, Ice Beam, maybe I could win this. But if this is Play Rough, it's pretty much game over. So let's see what it is. Play Rough, get 1 shot right there. Come back in with the Mantine. Maybe I should have thrown the Close Combat with the Hitmontop and then farm down here. But I still think that the Energy Ball coming from the Abomasnow would have been enough to knock out the Mantine. So I don't think I had much play in there. I mean, obviously, when I pretty much threw the game with the Zebstrika on Jellicent, there was nothing I could do from that point because I had no real answer for the Jellicent after. But see, the opponent played this really well. They were, of course, waiting for the Switch timer to come up, come back in, throw the move, knock me out. They take that game. So you can see we're only 2 games in. I already lost the game here. TallGuyJohnny, I'm getting wrecked in rank 2 battles. Hitmontop into Zapdos here. So not a good lead, of course. Drill Peck is going to hurt. But then again, will they be running Drill Peck? You don't know what you're going to see in rank 2. I get an extra move there. I'm going to shield up this Drill Peck for sure. And now at this point, trying to overfarm a little so I could throw the first Close Combat. And then if they shield this, I might look to switch on to my Zebstrika. I was not expecting that right there. So when they do that and then they come with Marowak, I'm hoping that they won't shield this now, thinking I only have Close Combat or like Gyro Ball or something. They do shield. So now I'm going to swap out into my Mantine. Mantine is pretty much my only counter for Marowak, but I didn't really want to bring in Zebstrika because that's like the showcase Pokemon here. And we get the defense drop, which is never good when you're going up against a Marowak. I'm going to throw the Bubble Beam here. Bubble Beam doesn't do too much damage, but we do get the shield there, which is really, really nice. I think in the higher ranks, you probably would not see the shield come up there from the Marowak. Shadow Bone comes through again. See that defense drop's kind of hurting us, but fortunately, we do get to this Bubble Beam. This is going to put the Marowak at least low enough now to the point where I can come in with the Zebstrika. And I still have a shield. So I think the play here is to shield up whatever the Marowak... Well, actually, will we shield up? Because they've been debuffed twice. No, we will not shield. Okay, yeah, we will shield. I guess we have to shield. I was going to say because it's been debuffed with the Bubble Beam, we probably won't shield. They get another defense drop. What is going on here? So I'm going to go for the Flame Charge at this point. This is going to raise the attack, and I'm hoping whatever they have in the back is very weak to us. It's a Weavile, so that's really good because both Hitmontop and Zebstrika are going to have a pretty good matchup here. Flame Charge is going to be super effective, so this should be enough to knock out the Weavile. Boom. There it is. Zebstrika finishing off games right here. That's what we like to see. 2-1 to start off Season 7. The Ju-Man Group 8 here in the next matchup. We're going to be leading Hitmontop into Toxicroak. So again, not the greatest lead for Hitmontop, but you can see, like, look at this thing. It's like attacking while it's spinning on its head. How could you not like that? This Pokemon is super OP. I'm going to shield with the Mud Bomb here. The reason I have to shield here is because if I don't, those counters are doing so much to me. So I'm going to throw the Close Combat here, and then I'm going to throw one more counter and try to switch out onto the Mantine to catch this Mud Bomb. Boom. We do that, so that's very fortunate for us. This is going to do absolutely nothing to us, and I expect them to swap out at this point. They bring in Lanturn. That is horrible for me because I have pretty much no real counter on this team for it. I mean, Zebstrika is okay, but honestly, I don't even know if Zebstrika wins against Lanturn. It's going to be because Lanturn is so tanky, this is just a really tough spot to be in. Actually, let this go through. Now, thankfully, we do debuff it. I guess I could have came in with Hitmontop, to be honest, instead of Zebstrika. The reason I came with Zebstrika is because I wanted to get my attack raised by throwing some Flame Charges here and pretty much hope to sweep the back line after. So I know this is probably going to be a Thunderbolt. I do shield. My idea is that if I go for another Flame Charge here, it doesn't KO. Now, Wild Charge would have KO'd here for sure, but I didn't want to lower my defense, so I went for Flame Charge, hoping it was in range of Flame Charge with the attack boost. It's not. So unfortunately, they're going to have another Thunderbolt. Now, I could have prevented this extra damage from coming in if I went for the Wild Charge. However, I'd be debuffed after. It's not what I wanted. They come in with Umbreon here, so this Wild Charge right here is going to hurt a lot. Unfortunately for me, I have to switch out after this because they will get to a foul play. So I bring in the Hitmontop. My only win condition here is if this close combat is enough to knock out the Umbreon, and it is not. So I'm going to get knocked out here from the foul play. Pretty much no way I'm going to be able to farm down this Umbreon with the Zebstrika. So we are going to lose this game right here. So we are 2-2. We're losing games in rank 2. So that just goes to show that even though I hit legend, I am pretty much a scrub, and anyone can win if they really work at it. Just keep grinding, you know, like look at this. We're facing an Obstagoon lead here. This is very positive for us. Hitmontop going to absolutely shred this thing. Obstagoon should be switching out, they do, into Altaria. Altaria, kind of problem. I mean, actually it's not that bad. I could throw Stone Edge here. If they shield, switch out into Mantine. If the Scout's going to do so much damage, I'm going to switch on to Mantine anyways, because I want to save this Hitmontop for the Obstagoon. So Altaria comes in here. For some reason, the opponent is not throwing a move, so I'm going to throw this Ice Beam here. If they want to burn a second shield, good. If not, they're getting knocked out. They don't shield, so we take that. And let's see what they come in with. They come back in with the Obstagoon. For some reason, this opponent still is not throwing any moves. They could be trying some no charge move challenge where they only use fast moves maybe. Could be a rank 1 type of thing you see right here. Nope, there it is. They're throwing the, well, this could be anything at this point. It could be Hyper Beam. No, it's just a Night Slash, but they had a lot of energy right there. Have to throw back to back to knock me out here. And then I'm going to come back at the Hitmontop. Expect them to switch out instantly. So let's see what happens right here. Going to bring in Hitmontop, and they come in with the Azumarill. So Zebstrika coming in with 2 shields. Absolute overkill right here. I'm going to over farm like crazy. I can pretty much shield up everything here. If I really want to go insane, I could actually just keep farming this thing, throw flame charges, get it so boosted, use my shields, and then when the Obstagoon comes in, just obliterate it with a double boosted wild charge. But instead, we're going to go for the Zebstrika sweep right here. Boom, wild charge to Obstagoon. Took out the Azu earlier. We take that game. We go 3-2 in that first set, so nothing too impressive, but what is impressive are these Pokemon reward encounters. Big ups to Niantic. I like seeing Emolga come out. So next matchup, we are going to see ElDuuude. So this time I swapped out Hitmontop, bring in an Obstagoon. Just wanted to test it out. You know, I never get the boost with Night Slash. I thought today was going to be the day. Get met by a horrible lead. So I'm going to swap out into my safe swap, which is Mantine. And Mantine's pretty much the only counter I have here for the Medicham, but we'll worry about that after. Opponent brings in Shadow Victreebel. At this point, I think they might not have realized that I'm actually running Wing Attack as my fast move. So this is actually a really good matchup for Mantine. They probably realize now. And I go for Bubble Beam. This second Bubble Beam actually will not KO. But if I want to take Switch, I could do that here. The thing is, Switch is not important to me because I really have no answer for that Medicham. So what am I keeping Switch advantage for? Nothing. I'd rather take the shield advantage and get an energy lead on my next Pokemon, which is going to be Zebstrika. That seems to be the win condition for this matchup. So I come to Zebstrika, farm down that Victreebel, and now I have an energy lead. They come in with Galvantula. Flame Charge is going to hurt. This would have been a horrible matchup for me if I did not have this energy lead or a shield advantage. So I get the last shield there, and at this point I have to shield up this Lunge for sure. They're probably going to swap out after into their Medicham, I'd imagine. They do. Now I didn't expect the Medicham to have this much energy already, so I could have thrown a move, but because I didn't, I have to shield here. And now I'm going to build up close to 2 wild charges, throw the first one right here, and then swap out into my Obstagoon. Now, this game is actually getting pretty advanced for rank 2 battles, but I don't have the Flame Charge ready. So the reason I don't throw the Night Slash there is because I need to farm down this Medicham with my Zebstrika. So I expected a Power Punch, they didn't. So I actually don't tap here because I need them to take out my Obstagoon. I could have won that match if I wanted to, but I needed that extra energy right there off the Medicham to get to this Flame Charge, which is going to be enough to knock out the Galvantula. So the win condition there, as you saw, was to not take out the Medicham with my Obstagoon, and we were able to win that game. So Tekona Zukar 888. In the next matchup, we got Obstagoon into Gyarados. So not something you see very often. You got a lot of spice in these early ranked battles. It's a waterfall Gyarados too, so Not a great match, but to be honest, I don't know how this match goes either. So I've never played this match out. I rarely ever play Obstagoon actually, but that's something I rarely ever see as well. Unfortunately, it's a Wigglytuff, so I'm forced to switch out. And again, I don't really have an answer for Wigglytuff on this team either. So I decided to come with Mantine because I figure I could Bubble Beam it. And we get a shield, which is really good. I did build up to the Ice Beam at least, so kind of makes sense there. And at this point, I'm going to shield this up and then probably throw the Ice Beam myself. And if that Ice Beam goes through, I should actually be able to win this match, I believe. So let's see how this plays out. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam right here. Ice Beam is going to do quite a bit of damage to Wigglytuff. Can I farm down with Wing Attack before Charm does? Yes, we are able to farm down. So things are looking really good right now. We maintain Switch. They come in with what looks like Marowak, so I'm going to throw this Bubble Beam right here. And the shield comes up. So as you can see, a lot of people shielding their Marowaks against Mantine. Coming with the Obstagoon now. Night Slash is going to be doing a lot more damage than that Bubble Beam would. And that is not what the opponent likes to see. Now, at this point, I don't really feel threatened by anything, so I'm actually going to let this go through. Fire Blast, of course, would hurt, but it's only a Shadow Ball, you can see. Didn't really do much. Come back in with Gyarados. Swap out into the bulky Zebstrika to catch this. It's actually not bulky at all, that's why I'm shielding this Aqua Tail. And looking to farm down here. Opponent quits, does not allow me to get the pleasure of winning the game with Zebstrika, landing the big nuke on their last Pokemon. That's okay. 13 beam here in the next match. This might be the beamer I was looking for earlier in the video. We got Obstagoon into Rhydon. The spice is so nice right now. This is a super Kanto pick. This opponent may think we are still in Kanto Cup, to be honest. Slowbro comes in. That is not a good answer to Obstagoon. At this point, I think the whole team might be weak to Obstagoon. So I'm actually going to save it. Because I got that damage off, I'm going to bring in Zebstrika. Look at these confusions. Absolutely chunk away at my little zebra. Look at this. I click on Flame Charge during a CMP like a noob. Very noob move. You do not want to do that. Straight farm down right there. Save your energy. Doesn't do it. This guy, Ox, big noob right here. Flame Charge comes through. At least the only benefit there of CMP tie in those situations with those kind of moves, at least you get your attack to rise as a result of it. You know, that's a positive, but not good. This is also not good. Party Hat Raichu here, crashing the party. What the heck is this? How am I supposed to beat this? If this thing has Brick Break, I honestly have no idea how I'm going to win. And I think most of them do run Brick Break, but that was unexpected. A rank 1 surprise with the Skull Bash right there. That would have actually knocked me out, I think. Not sure. But we go for the Night Slash here, get the final shield. This thing might only be running Skull Bash, to be honest. So I actually beat it to the next move. I'm pretty sure if it had Wild Charge, I would have got knocked out too. But Night Slash enough to KO. I think I got the attack boost there actually as well, which seems to be the attack. I get the attack boost in rank 1 for some reason. I never get it when I'm in the higher ranks, but is what it is. We take that game. Zebstrika put in a lot of work. Not really, but we'll pretend it did. Next matchup, Gonta 19620102. Very long name. Got Obstagoon into Marowak. I believe this guy is barefoot in the snow. Can't really tell. But we got a pretty solid lead right here. I'm going to throw the Night Slash at this Marowak. And I don't know why the Marowak's staying in, to be honest. Again, this team might just be entirely weak to Obstagoon. But this guy is building up so much energy. If they shield this, you have to expect that they're throwing a Fire Blast or something, right? Like, why else? And this is a Hex variant as well, so this is even worse of a matchup for them. It's a Flame Wheel. That is spicy, but that actually is not going to threaten me, so I'm going to let this second one go through here. Fire Blast definitely would do a lot of damage, but Flame Wheel, not so much. We do get off this Night Slash. Will I be able to get off the attack boost right here? No. Now, you guys want to talk about spice? We are seeing it in this video. Carracosta comes in. This thing gets destroyed by Obstagoon as well, and I get the attack boost. Oh my goodness. Alright. I'm going to let the Obstagoon go down here and let the Zebstrika finish off the job. Now, at this point, you know, Zebstrika, it's looking pretty OP. I actually come with Mantine. Why do you ask I come with Mantine? Because this is their last Pokemon. So I'm going to throw the Bubble Beam to ensure that I lower their attack first before coming with Zebstrika, because they can't swap out to reset it. Now, Mantine actually loses to Arcanine, which is kind of interesting because it runs Wild Charge, and Bubble Beam's not that super effective. So I bring in the Zebstrika here to finish off the job. This thing is a monster. I'm not even using my shields here because Zebstrika is so OP that it's going to eat this Arcanine without any charge moves as well. No shields, no charge moves, just straight spark down. Zebstrika taking the game right there. So we are going to go 4-1 in this set. The first game I actually left out because I went in with the wrong team. I ended up losing that match, but we did win the 4 battles after that. Pretty impressive set overall. So those were our first battles with Zebstrika in Season 7. Let me know what you guys think about this Pokemon in the comments section down below. Of course, it is a little bit risky to use, but it's a lot of fun as well. It has a nice moveset, just a little bit glassy. But overall, I was pretty impressed with these battles. Just keep in mind, they are rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.